So this is an extract from a 1950s home economics book. Tips to look after your husband. Nick, you're going to have to scroll it up big for us so we can read it. Okay, so why don't you read the have dinner ready?
Okay. Have dinner ready. Plan ahead, even the night before, to have a delicious meal on time. This is a way of letting him know that you have been thinking about him and are concerned about his needs. Most men are hungry when they come home, and the prospects of a good meal are part of the warm welcome needed.
Continue reading.
Okay. Prepare yourself. Take 15 minutes to rest so you'll be refreshed when he arrives. Touch up your makeup, put up a ribbon in your hair, and be fresh looking. He has just been with a lot of work-weary people. Be a little gay and a little more interesting.
I think gay meant something different
happy.
back then.
That's what it means. It means happy back then. His boring day may need a lift. Clear away the clutter. Make one last trip through the main part of the house just before your husband arrives, gathering up the school books, toys, paper, etc. Then run up a dust cloth over the tables. Your husband will feel he has reached a haven of rest and order, and it will give you a lift too.
Next. Yeah.
Oh, you picked the person with the worst eyesight. All right. Prepare the children. Take a few minutes to wash the children's hands and faces if they are small. Comb their hair, and if necessary, change their clothes. They are little treasures, and he would like to see them playing the part.
Leave it. Okay.
Minimize all noise. At the time of his arrival, eliminate all noise of washer, dryer, dishwasher, or vacuum. Try to encourage the children to be quiet. Be happy to see him. Greet him with a warm smile, and be glad to see him. No bowing here. Some don'ts. Don't greet him with problems or complaining. Don't complain if he's late for dinner. Count this as minor compared with what he might have gone through the day. Make him comfortable. Have him lean back in a comfortable chair or suggest he lie down in the bedroom. Have a cool or warm drink ready for him. Arrange his pillow and offer to take off his shoes. Speak in a low, soft, soothing, and pleasant voice. Allow him to relax and unwind. Listen to him. There's a glare on there.
You may have
a blank things to tell. Oh, a lot of things to tell him probably, but the blank of his arrival is not.
But I think the moment. But the moment of his arrival is not the time.
Not the time. Let him talk first. Okay, let him talk first. Make the evening his. Never complain if he does not take you out to dinner or to other places of entertainment. Instead, try to understand his world of strain and pressure, his need to come home and relax. The goal. Try to make your home a place of peace and order where your husband can renew himself in body and spirit. Okay.
Thank you very much for reading that. I want to get everybody's reaction to that article, starting with Tiffany. Go ahead. Your thoughts. We're going to go Tiffany this way, and then we'll go back this way. Go ahead. Agree, disagree, based, sexist.
Agree.
Agree? Mm-hmm. Okay. Agreed with everything. Okay, that's fine.
I forgot some of the things.
Sure. What did you think of that?
I mean, if she's not doing anything, like has no life, and her husband's her life, then sure, like it makes sense for her to do those things if she's genuinely has nothing else to do. But like it's also like a double standard. Like if she was out working all day or something, she would probably want to come home to, you know, a clean house and like not have to do the dishes and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I think some of them are excessive. Like she doesn't need to be like his mother and be like put him to bed and like I don't know. I feel like some things, you know,
Sure.
adults can do independently.
Sure.
I think some parts of it are, like, I agree with, some parts I don't. I do think it's important to point out it was from the 1950s, so, like, a lot of things are changed. And, you know, even nowadays, like, if that is something that you want to do, that's cool. Like, maybe that's your preference. But for me personally, I do like some level of independence and some kind of equal partnership in the relationship. But I do like more of, like, flexibility, and partner to partner, it's different. So, you know.
Okay. What about you?
I totally agree with everything this says. You said, like, if you were working, you'd want to come home to a clean place, too. Goes both ways, but I can never see my man clean or cook because it's such a turn-off. Like, so I would want to do all the things that it said on there.
Okay. Was there anything you disagreed with, or pretty much everything seemed pretty okay?
Yeah, everything's good.
What about you?
I agree with pretty much everything. I think it's very valid. It brings me peace knowing that I can bring my significant other peace. Yeah, I think it was beautiful.
I agree 100% with everything that was on that.
Okay. Good shit.
But that's also like considering that like women didn't have like a lot of rights or like didn't work, and you know, like I feel like it's such a different time period. Like I wouldn't agree with this like per se today.
But okay, what about in a situation where the even today the man is the sole breadwinner?
I mean, I don't know. I guess if they're the main breadwinner and the woman genuinely has nothing better to do, then yeah.
Well,
donated
I'll respond to that.
$99. This excerpt is in line for the book Fascinating Womanhood, and I have seen these values in action as a former Mormon.
Can I add to this?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm actually a former Mormon. I was raised Mormon. So all of those values. Can I bring my mom as an example onto this?
Sure.
So my dad and my mother met when they were 19, 20, or early 20s. They were working at a JCPenney in Escondido. My dad went on to serve his mission in Uruguay for 2 years, and my mother waited for him for those whole 2 years. And when he came back, they dated for 2 weeks, got engaged, and then my dad provided for her. She went on to have 7 kids. Spent pretty much my whole childhood staying at home, doing the cooking, the cleaning. I've never once seen my parents argue, never. And it set a really good example, like for me and what I want for a marriage, because to this day, they're still together. My mom was my dad's first. And so, I don't know.
Based.
Yeah, very based. And
super based.
It's something that I want for myself, too. I think they have a very happy, beautiful marriage. And it's it's comforting to see that that stuff still exists.
Wait, so what are you now? Christian?
I'm just Christian, yeah. I left the church quite a while ago, but I still share the same.
What made you convert to?
There's a lot of things with the church. I don't know if it's appropriate to bring up, but there was reasons for leaving.
Grid 1 Motorsports donated $100. The sultry Persian, this is based AF. That article is something to strive for. If you wonder why your relationships failed, it is because women treat their men like boys and not men. Feminism has failed you. How can the patriarchy help you today?
Grid 1, thank you very much.
I think women treat men as boys because they act like boys.
True.
Donated $99.
Oh.
Real talk. I also served my mission in Uruguay.
Cool. Thank you, Cam H. Well, Grid 1 Motorsports, he was saying that the article is something to strive for, and women treat their men like boys and not men. I think it's the fault kind of falls on both sides. I think there's a crisis of masculinity. I think that men are fucking up in a lot of ways, but I think the blame falls on both genders, really. So I think both sides are to blame for the current mess that is like the modern dating landscape. I don't think we put all the blame on women. We don't put all the blame on men. I think men and women need to level up. So did you have more, or did you have something? Or
well, did they not have conflict because she was submissive to him? Did she have any opinions?
Well, I think the thing is, my dad is, if you would have met him, he's what I think is the definition of a top G. So he's in his masculinity, top G, which allows my mom to be in her full femininity because he's able to provide, and she was just able to. So I think
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's a two-way street. I think gender roles are an amazing thing. I believe in them. I don't necessarily think that means one gender is better than the other, but I think we both contribute to make something beautiful.